3 touchdown passes so far this season. He couldn't pull off the comeback against Houston the opening week.
Yeah, and Rick Neuheisel said it this week. Actually kind of beat him up a little bit, I thought, with saying, hey, he's had a lot of chances to win the job permanently. Played every snap last week against San Jose. Hasn't been able to win it. But right now, he is your best option, obviously, with Prince struggling.
Franklin short of the first down as we check in with Robert Flores.
Taco Bell studio update. Washington getting touchdowns from this combination twice today against Nebraska. Keith Price to Jermaine Kearse. And the Huskies leading in Lincoln 14-10, third meeting in 12 months. Meantime, Notre Dame turnovers, one of the reasons Michigan State is within striking distance. 14-10 at South Bend. Irish up second quarter.
All right, Robert, it's 21-0 Texas on top of UCLA here. UCLA looking for a third down conversion, and they get that and more from Derek Coleman as he's brought down to the 46-yard line, a gain of 12.
Well, you're going to see the pistol. The tailback behind the quarterback. A lot of moving parts. Watch right here. You're going to see this tight end come back in motion, blocking. That's tough on the defense. You got big number 8, the big H-back coming in front of those linebackers' vision between the tailback and the linebackers. You're going to see a lot of that today. That is the pistol at its finest right there.
Play clock down to 5. Brijo trying to change the play at the line. Play action. Brijo under pressure. He dumps it underneath. Almost threw an interception as Alex Okafor was coming with pressure. And the new season of Dancing with the Stars premieres this Monday, September 19th at 8/7 Central on ABC. The most surprising cast ever, including soccer goalie Hope Solo, LA Laker Ron Artest. I believe he's still Ron Artest. At least on our promo, he's Ron Artest. Unless you bump into him and he introduces himself as Meta World Peace.
Whatever he wants to be called, you better call him that, because he's a rough dude now.
I'll tell you,
that's a rough guy.
I'm not sure if World Peace as a last name quite encompasses the life and times of Ron Artest. But God bless him. Richard Brijo, 2nd and 10, slings one to the sideline, has a completion to Randall Carroll, and that's good for a first down. Is there a sense, Coach, when you make a quarterback switch, even down 21-0, like it's kind of going to the back 9 in a golf round, that there's a fresh start? Is there any life breathed back into an offense?
Yeah, the problem
when you
is
pull that trigger?
You've had some double bogeys on the front 9 with those 3 interceptions. I mean, you're in the clubhouse right now after the front 9, but you have a hard time breaking 100. You know, so, but I do agree, you do get a fresh start. It energizes you a little bit. It gives him an opportunity right here, and really not a lot of pressure on Brijo right now. They're down 21-0. Kevin Prince didn't play worth a darn.
Coleman for a yard up the middle, but so much time left in this football game. And obviously, you probably, if you're Rick Neuheisel, I would think, trying to drive the point home. Guys, we're probably going to get the football 8, 9 more times in this game.
A great point. And on the flip side, you're Texas. You come out here with all these young players. Max talked about, hey, first game on the road, how tough it's going to be, hostile environment, long trip. Sometimes you get ahead too fast, too early, and you become complacent, particularly with young players like Texas has. So there's a lot of ball left to be played now. But can UCLA keep from self-inflicting wounds to themselves?
Trick play here. On the reverse, trying to turn the corner to Smith. A couple of yards shy of a first down. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Carrington Bindum stayed home and closed the gap on Josh Smith.
And I think what you see, we watched tape yesterday, Bob, the speed difference. When you put UCLA's tape on, they have good-looking players and experienced players. They are not as fast as Texas. And that was a great indication right there on that play. Texas, much more team speed than UCLA.
Contact in the line. This might be a free first down for UCLA.
Offside, defense, number 95. contact. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Time you play an attacking style defense, you see Dorsey, the sophomore defensive tackle, really had what Texas people thought was a breakout game last week against BYU. But when you play an attacking style, cadence is always a good weapon if you're the offense. That time Brijo got him to jump.
Midway through the second quarter, Brijo's first drive at quarterback. Tries to escape the rush. Running for his life. Almost intercepted. Another unnecessary chance taken by UCLA quarterback. Again, Kevin Prince out of the game after throwing 3 interceptions. And Emmanuel Acho on the rush forces Brijo into an ill-advised throw.
Right now, the theme of this game, Manny Diaz bringing those linebacker plug stunts. UCLA, particularly on play action. Watch Acho right now jump right up into that A gap. On play action pass, it's really difficult to block that. You see the back step up, who was deep in the backfield. Another poor decision by Brijo, but they have to solve the linebacker pressure, because that's Manny Diaz's deal right now against this UCLA offense.
Up the middle goes Coleman. At the 10, stays on his feet. Knocked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. First and goal, UCLA. A big run by Derek Coleman. Kenny Vaccaro saved the touchdown, but it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, big Coleman at 240 pounds just kind of squirted through there. You know, it wasn't a gaping hole. He just kind of very patient run. You watch this right here. There's not a gaping hole up in here. He's really patient, though. And then he makes Vaccaro miss. This is a 240-pound tailback who had 100-some yards in the second half against San Jose State last week.
27-yard run by Coleman makes it first and goal at the 1, and this is a must for UCLA. They have to have 7 points here. Coleman again. And they've got their 6. The extra point could make it a 2-touchdown lead for Texas. A 10-play, 74-yard touchdown drive.
Yeah, and what you love about that drive, UCLA overcame some adversity because they had the holding call on the kickoff return. They didn't fold. They didn't hang their heads. That was a key drive right there. Again, Coleman right now on the short yardage play, 135 yards against San Jose State. Good, tough run.
Now this could be an adventure for Jeff Locke, the punter forced to place kicking duties. Boy, he made that look pretty easy. UCLA is on the board. It's a 2-score game here in Pasadena.
ESPN's College Football on ABC, brought to you by AT&T. Get it faster with 4G. We think possible. And Dr. Pepper. With 23 flavors, Dr. Pepper is always one of a kind.
Built in 1925, the Pasadena Playhouse has been a home away from home for the likes of Gene Hackman and Dustin Hoffman in the past. And right down the road, the Rose Bowl, and some reason for belief for the UCLA fans. We drew the golf analogy before. They might have had a couple of double bogeys on the front 9, but UCLA just birdied 10.
Yeah, Brijo and Coleman giving them a spark. But if I'm UCLA right here, there's a lot of speed back there returning for Texas. With Goodwin, DJ Monroe, they have 2 burners. You better cover this kick.
And this one will be returnable for Goodwin. And good kickoff coverage as he's brought down at the 24. Sunday NFL Countdown returns this season with a new start time in 3 hours. Chris Berman, Tom Jackson, Keyshawn Johnson, Mike Ditka, Chris Carter, Chris Mortensen, Adam Schefter, and the gang provide all the news and latest updates right up until kickoff. And then ESPN2 with a new fall lineup each Sunday morning, starting with Outside the Lines, hosted by Bob Lee at 10 a.m. Plenty of football coverage on your NFL Sundays on ESPN. The first possession outside of the opening possession where Texas gets the football and it's not off a turnover. In this case, McCoy flips one into traffic and it's knocked away. A risky throw by McCoy as we head back to Robert Flores.
Hey, Bob, Washington is looking to start 3-0 for the first time since 2001, but they're trailing after Nebraska's Taylor Martinez hooks up with Aaron Green, 26-yard touchdown. Huskers back on top at home, 17-14. And former Longhorn defensive coordinator Will Muschamp making his SEC debut. Gators leading 16-0 on the Vols at the Swamp. Bob.
Well, Robert, after the first Texas incompletion, 2nd down and 10. Draw play. Malcolm Brown fights his way out across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 7. And Coach Davey over on that UCLA sideline. Hey, guys, we made a quarterback change. We didn't shoot ourselves in the foot. Yeah. We went down and scored a touchdown. Now it's 3rd and 7.
And now an interesting call right here. Your Texas momentum kind of creeping back a little bit to UCLA. 3rd and 7. How aggressive are you right here with the young quarterback? Is it quarterback draw? Is it screen? Or do they let Case McCoy try to make a play right here?
Here comes the blitz. He looks over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended for Fozzie Whitaker. Zumwalt came untouched. 3 downs and out. And all of a sudden, the Rose Bowl starts to sound like they have some belief.
Yeah, when you have a young football team like Mack Brown has, preaching that message that it's a long, long game. There's going to be a lot of peaks and a lot of valleys throughout this game. Right now, UCLA has a chance to gain some momentum.
Pretty good punt, chasing Shaq Evans to the far sideline. Bobbles it for a moment, and he will go down at his own 22-yard line. So that changed field position. Terrific kick by Justin Tucker of 51 yards. Aerial coverage provided here in Pasadena by Goodyear. Everything Goodyear has learned making tires for superior performance inspires what they roll into yours. Goodyear, more driven. Boy, from the time you're about 7 years old, this is a shot. If you're a college football fan, that is, you've grown up with it.
You're right.
Huge drive here for UCLA. Quarterback keeper out to about the 26-yard line, and an injury update that's key as well. Let's check in with Samantha.
An injury update with John Franklin. Guys, he still should be able to hold the ball high and tight, but they did wrap up his right shoulder. Bigger deal right now is this energized sideline. Right now they've got the fans behind them. They're actually cheering for Richard Breho. Breho has the fans behind him, and he certainly has his team behind him. Everybody's up.
A lot of life, you're right, Samantha, has been breathed back into this game by UCLA, but we'll see if Jonathan Franklin can return a shoulder injury. Here's Breho trying to turn the corner, and he lost a couple of yards. So now it's 3rd down. Adrian Phillips made the stop, 3rd and 8. But Coach Davey, UCLA starts the 3rd quarter with the football. So under 5 minutes to go, if you could find a way to get a touchdown here, you can come out of the locker room with a chance to tie the game. This is really a huge drive to keep alive.
Yeah, you're
for UCLA.
exactly right. And right now, see Kevin Prince, it's a tough situation for a young man. But how do you block? How do you handle these linebacker blitzes from Texas? Because I think Manny Diaz will continue to heat them up. See kind of the scramble look. Texas moving those defensive linemen around. They're going to come with that linebacker pressure right here. Here it comes.
Nowhere to go for Breho. Has to eat the ball back inside his own 20-yard line as Acho gets the sack. So 3 downs and out for UCLA. And they'll have to punt from inside their own 10.
Yeah, that was a broken protection right here. You're going to see the right tackle slide out. I mean, that's just opening the floodgates right there. I mean, that is not that sophisticated of a blitz. UCLA should be able to handle that. They've seen it about 3 or 4 times now already.
Manny Diaz spent a week back in the spring at New York Jets camp studying the defense of Rex Ryan. As Jeff Locke lets one go, Shipley makes a fair catch. Great field position for Texas at their own 41-yard line. And Texas with a 2-touchdown lead. Bob Wischusen, Bob Davies, Samantha Steele back in Pasadena, where Texas has passed their road test so far, up 2 touchdowns with 3:41 to go before halftime, and great field position. Looking for more before halftime. Trap handoff to Goodwin.